Hi everybody, it's Lee Milteer. Welcome to Gems of Wisdom, my newsletter. I want to talk about something that a lot of people are talking about in the sense of they are saying, keep it real. Well, I've had an experience that maybe you want to rethink that keep it real thing. So I've been interviewing assistants and salespeople in my office in my publishing company in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And people are coming dressed very shabbily and very, very casually. And meanwhile, my office and I have dressed up for them and we've cleaned the office and we've made good impression. We've showed some effort. And people are showing up in yoga pants and sweaters for professional jobs. I interviewed a gentleman the other day for a sales position and he showed up in shorts. Now, when I got to the door and opened the door for him and he had shorts on, I instantly had no desire to interview him. You see, if someone cannot take a little bit of time and effort to show me that they respect me, I have no desire to invest in you or hire you or present you with an opportunity. So let's think about this keeping it real, where people are showing up on webinars with stubble and they look like they just got out of bed and they're very disheveled and they don't want to dress up. I read this article the other day about wedding dresses and the bride said, oh, I didn't want it to look like I tried too hard. So whatever this new trend is keeping it real, is not really serving you if you are a professional, a business person, or you're looking to work with other people. And I'll tell you why. We make our first impressions in 30 seconds. And in that 30 seconds, we decide how old are you, what do you do for a living, how much money do you make, but here's the key, do I respect you? And if we don't respect people, we're not going to buy from them. We're not going to trust their opinion. They will have no influence on us. And yes, there is this thing of sometimes when you're doing reports and things like that in the business world, good enough is good enough. Let's get it out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. I believe in all those things. However, we've just taken it too far. And even the corporate world with, casual Fridays now is like casual every day. I'm not saying you have to dress up in a three-piece suit and you have to be overly dressed, but I am saying to you that a little bit of energy and a little bit of effort and a little bit of respect for other people is very, very needed. I interviewed someone not too terribly long ago by Skype for one of my coaching groups, the Millionaire Smarts groups. And when my AV guy got the guy up, he looked like he had just gotten out of bed. I mean, he looked sleepy, his hair was a mess, he had not shaved, and he had this very crumpled up t-shirt on. I was mortified. If it hadn't been live, I would have pulled the plug on this guy because he did not show respect for people who are taking the time to listen to what he has to say. So, we've heard this for a long time, dress for the job that you want, dress for the position that you want. And I will just tell you that I never go to an event that I am not dressed to the nines and with nice jewelry and my hair is nice and I look good, because I actually care what people think of me. And I want them to know that I spent some time, energy, and effort to dress up, to look nice, and to present myself in a very professional way. So do not get lured into let's keep it real, because what they're saying is let's just lower our standards, and I totally disagree with that. So again, mold and shape this into your own style, your own personality, and what you do. But I will tell you that you probably have a lot of nice clothes rotting in your closet going out of style just because you're keeping it real. And it's a trend that I am not going to fall into. That doesn't mean, again, that I dress to the nines at every single thing I do, but I will tell you, if it involves people like you, clients I want to work with, or anything like that, I actually do get up, have some respect for them, and put on my best face and my best ability to show respect to another person by showing them that I am prepared and I am dressed for the event. So think about your first impression. You can never change that first impression. And when you go to seminars or events or training events or anything, people are making their first impression about you. And I'll tell you one quick little story. Many years ago, I lived in a condo on the beach. and I had laryngitis, and I went to the very first condo association meeting, and there were some real problems. I actually couldn't talk. I had no voice to talk, and people got the impression that Lee Milteer was very shy and not forthcoming with opinions, which could not have been further from the truth. It took over a year for people to really see the new Lee Milteer, who didn't have laryngitis, the next time. And it struck me how people had made this impression of me that I was shy and, not very talkative, when just the opposite is true. And even in spite of reality, where I was very talkative and very opinionated, people still had this opinion that I was shy and quiet. And it took a little while for them to change that. So with that story, I hope you will dress up. You have nice clothes. It will improve your confidence, because when you dress up and you feel good, you literally actually are tapping into the right and left part of your brains, and you are going to show to the world a much more powerful memory and impression of who you are. So this is Lee Milteer. Hope you had a great few minutes here, and just the next time you're getting dressed for anything, here's my suggestion. Dress up. Show people that you care. Put on the best, look the best, give your best impression that you can possibly give. So, have a fantastic week. See you next time.